Wait, don't cancel your trip yet. Just be prepared. The government shutdown is here, and it's already causing flight cancellations.
Everything is falling apart. We've had so many cancellations. I don't know how we're going to recover from this.
Massive TSA lines and closed national parks. Welcome, fellow traveler, to American Travel Fun. I'm here to give you the no BS survival guide to get through it. Don't panic, but you do need a plan. Let's get into it. The number one question people are asking about government shutdown travel is about the airports. Will my flight be canceled? Is it even safe? The short answer is yes, it's safe to fly, but the entire system is under incredible strain. You've got thousands of essential TSA officers and air traffic controllers working without pay. They're showing up to keep us safe, but morale is low and many are calling out sick. This directly impacts your TSA and airport security experience. We're seeing TSA wait times skyrocket at major airports, sometimes over an hour. That shortage also hits air traffic control, which has a massive ripple effect. And this isn't just about long lines. It can lead to a total system failure. In fact, it already has. During the last big shutdown, things got so bad with air traffic controller shortages that the FAA had to issue a full ground stop at New York's LaGuardia Airport. They literally had to stop the planes. That's not just an inconvenience. That's the system reaching its breaking point. They do this to maintain safety, but it shows you how fragile the system is. Get this, a recent report found that 53% of all U.S. flight delays were linked directly to shutdown staffing issues. That's insane. So your first action item is a no-brainer. Get to the airport way earlier than usual, at least an extra hour. I'm serious, this is not the time to cut it close. The biggest problem with flight delays during the shutdown is missing your flight while you're stuck in that security line. But the delays aren't just from long lines. Here's something most people don't know. The shutdown also sidelines a huge number of FAA safety and maintenance inspectors. These are the people who certify new aircraft and approve routes. With many of them furloughed, the entire system of getting planes ready for service slows down. It's a hidden bottleneck that contributes to the delays and cancellations you see on the departure board. Okay, so that's the mess in the air. But what about traveling on land or sea? Good news first. For the most part, road travel is fine. The interstates are open, but if your road trip takes you through a national park, those scenic access roads to overlooks and trailheads, they'll be gated and closed. And for you cruisers, your ship will still sail, but be prepared for a long wait when you get back. Customs and Border Protection agents are working unpaid, so processing lines to re-enter the U.S. can get incredibly long. And as for train travel, Amtrak is mostly safe in the short term, but a really long shutdown could threaten those long-distance routes. By the way, if this is the kind of straightforward, no BS travel info you need, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It tells YouTube we're helping people and it costs you nothing. Thanks a ton. Now back to it. So, how do you avoid these delays? While you can't control the FAA, you can be strategic. A small delay on an 8 a.m. flight can cause a cascade of cancellations by 3 p.m. So, here are my pro tips. Book the first flight of the morning. You're way more likely to get out before the daily chaos piles up. Avoid tight connections. I'm begging you, book a layover that's at least 90 minutes, ideally 2 hours. Stay updated. Download and use your airline's app. It's the fastest way to get notified of a delay, and it's your best tool for rebooking. All right, now for the part that really hurts my traveler heart: national parks and federal museums. The unfortunate truth is, most national parks are closed. Now, you might hear a park is partially open, but that usually means no visitor center, no rangers, and, you guessed it, no open restrooms. This isn't a small thing. We saw in past shutdowns, this leads to overflowing trash, serious sanitation problems, and even vandalism because there's no one there to patrol. Plus, the park's website won't even be updated, so you won't have access to the latest safety or trail info. And when those park gates close, it's not just a disappointment for us travelers, it's a financial disaster for the small towns that surround them. Think about it, the local restaurants, the little motels, the gift shops, their entire livelihood depends on park visitors. The shutdown doesn't just close a park, it threatens to wipe out entire communities that are the heart and soul of American travel. So if you do have to change your plans, maybe look for a state park nearby and give one of those local towns your business. They need us right now. So what do you do if your whole trip was planned around visiting a national park? Well, this is a perfect time to discover some of our incredible state parks, which are not affected by this. To make that super easy for you, I've put a link to every single official state and U.S. territory tourism board into a free tool on our website. Just head to americantravel.fun and click on the Tools and Resources tab, then click State and U.S. Territories Tourism Directory link. It's your best resource for finding an amazing Plan B. There's a direct link in the description.
Okay, this next part is really important. Let's say the worst happens and your flight gets canceled or significantly delayed. You have traveler rights. Airlines are required by law to offer you a full cash refund if your flight is canceled or significantly delayed and you choose not to travel. You get an involuntary service downgrade, like being moved from first class to economy. You paid for extra services you couldn't use, like Wi-Fi or bags on a canceled flight. They might offer you a voucher, but you are entitled to your money back. Be polite, but be firm. And one final pro tip, be prepared for the post-shutdown surge. The day the shutdown ends, things don't magically go back to normal. There will be a huge backlog of passport applications to process and a rush of travelers trying to rebook canceled trips. So even a week or two after the government reopens, expect airports to be extra chaotic and administrative tasks to take longer than usual. And speaking of backlogs, here's another one nobody is talking about. TSA PreCheck and Global Entry. The enrollment centers close during your shutdown. That means you can't get your in-person interview done. When they reopen, there's a massive rush and you could be waiting months for an appointment. So if your renewal is coming up, get on it now. Look, being a savvy traveler means finding the hidden opportunities even in situations that seem chaotic. The shutdown creates headaches for sure, but as we've seen, it can also lead to fewer crowds if you plan right. And that brings me to a really unique guide we just published on the blog. It's called the Trump Troop Deployment Travel, Your 2025 Survival Guide. It's a deep dive, no BS guide for the everyday traveler on what it's really like to visit a city like DC or LA when troops are on the streets. We break down the surprising reality, the pros, and the cons. On the one hand, there are security checkpoints and a weird vibe. But on the other, massive, up to 40% discounts on hotels and the once-in-a-lifetime chance to see places like the Lincoln Memorial without the insane crowds. It's a complete playbook for turning a potentially weird situation into an unforgettable, budget-friendly trip. You can read that full guide over on the blog at americantravel.fun. I really hope this guide helps you travel with more confidence. If it did, please hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any more no BS travel tips. And for more free resources from National Parks Directory and news to weather trackers and packing lists, head over to our website at americantravel.fun. It's all there for you. Now, check out one of these videos next to get some ideas for that Plane B. And as always, thank you for watching. Have fun, guys.